We're back! And let the word go out on this day, May 14th, to Scott Walker and his allies, that we will hear the people of Wisconsin loud and clear, because we are here today. We are not going anywhere, and once again, the fight is not over! Just 4 days last February, Governor Walker hoped to strip away the voices and the union rights of Wisconsin workers. But his law has yet to take effect. And you have to ask why. Well, it's because the people of Wisconsin stood up and stood together and stood in solidarity. It seems that the only voice that we have left is the voice of recall. And this summer, recall we shall!
The budget that Scott Walker has introduced, along with the rest of the Republicans, has absolutely no heart, has absolutely no compassion, continues to go after the workers of the middle class of the state of Wisconsin, up and down the state. It goes after our seniors. It goes after our kids in schools. It goes after everything we value and cherish here in the state of Wisconsin, and we're not going to let that happen. We are not going to let that happen. So it starts with getting back the state Senate. The Democrats in the state Senate need your help. We really do. If we get the majority back, it will force Scott Walker into something he's never ever done before. Actually sit down with a Democrat and have to negotiate and bargain back and forth across from one another at the same table. I'm going to tell you something. I know the Republicans are watching what we're doing, and that's fine. But the rest of the nation is watching too. It started here in Madison, Wisconsin, with taking away workers' rights. They tried to do that in less than a week. It started here in Madison, Wisconsin, and it's going to end here in Wisconsin. We are going to show the nation what we are all about. We are going to show the nation.
Here we are months later, 20,000 at the state capitol, and Wisconsin has risen as never before. In every village and town, by the hundreds of thousands, we have risen. Every nation in the world knows the name Wisconsin. And after we had done all this, why on earth would Wisconsinites accept the poison that has been prescribed for us? Why? We've turned the tide. We've turned the tide. We don't back down. It's time for Scott Walker to back down. And the budget, of course, it wasn't drawn up through public hearings. There were meetings in small rooms that took place between politicians and corporate lobbyists, and they came up with their plans to tax the poor to feed the rich. And we say, we reject your budget!
Some people, like Representative Robin Vos, are spreading lies that offering in-state tuition is too expensive for the state. But how can that be when so many of us are willing to pay for school full price without any access to grants or loans? My family and I contribute very much to Wisconsin's economy. We might not own a big house or a fancy car, but every time we buy something, we pay taxes just like everyone else does. All students like me want is a chance to make Wisconsin a better place. All we have is $1 and a dream, and we want to give that dollar to Wisconsin. I have lived here since I was 5 years old. I, along with other students who were brought here by their parents when we were very young, know this country as our only home. We went to school with the same kids you know and care for. We are your neighbors. We are your friends. We have been marching with you for months in the struggle for a greater Wisconsin. Don't believe hateful comments that scapegoat undocumented students for our state's budget problem. I am here, right in front of you, representing hundreds and hundreds of undocumented students, and we are willing to give Wisconsin a chance to take advantage of what we have to offer. Give us a chance to contribute to the only place we know is home. It's a win-win for Wisconsin. Support in-state tuition for all. Si se puede. Yes, we can!
Stand with Wisconsin, with women and children. That means no cut to family care, badger care, and food sharing. Stand with the poor. That means affordable housing. No more bailouts to big bankers who then foreclose on families who've lost their jobs.
For sure, big time.
No more homelessness where we have unoccupied homes. Stand with Wisconsin means standing in solidarity, not only for union workers, but for all workers.
You may know that family farmers have been put down by corporate consolidation and concentration in our prices paid to us for our milk, for our grain, for our beef, for our pork, and then the prices we have to pay for seed and fertilizer. And this budget is a payback to all those people that are putting down our farmers and our rural communities. We will not accept this budget. And an important thing that we need to know about this budget is it slashes badger care. And that is not acceptable. There are 11,000 family farm members that are dependent on badger care for health insurance. And I work off of the farm to bring health insurance back to the farm. And my sister-in-law works in a school as a teacher to bring health insurance back to the farm. So when we cut benefits to public employees and we cut badger care, we hurt family farms.
I'm here to talk about Walker's budget and how it is affecting the whole state. We know that Walker's budget slashes badger care for those most vulnerable. It eliminates advanced placement testing and slashes funding for science and technology funding in our K-12 schools. It cuts support for recycling and conservation programs. Let me tell you how Walker wants to treat higher education in Wisconsin. He wants to cut $250 million from the UW system. He wants wants to cut $125 million from the UW-Madison. And he wants to cut off the UW-Madison from the rest of the UW system. Staffing with the Board of Trustees of his own cronies. And moving towards corporatization and privatization of education. This is a national trend here. This is a national trend of defunding state education. It's happening from coast to coast, from Wisconsin to California. We need to fight back against this. And he has a full support across State Street from Chancellor Biddy Martin. Last week, Chancellor Biddy Martin robocalled 130,000 Wisconsin alumni, telling them to get on a town hall where she proselytized about the virtues of the public authority model. Are we going to take that? Are we going to take the privatization of education?
The governor's budget significantly cuts programs affecting Wisconsin seniors. He talks about shared sacrifice of Wisconsin citizens. Yet his budget has not one single provision that shows any sacrifice for Wisconsin corporations and wealthy Wisconsin citizens. He gives over $200 million in tax breaks to corporations and provides tax cuts for the wealthy. In balancing his budget, the governor cut the homestead tax credit, which will increase taxes for seniors who have low incomes. He forces over 90,000 Wisconsin seniors and disabled residents on the highly successful senior care drug program to sign up for Medicare Part D. That will significantly add out-of-pocket expenses for many of these folks at several $1,000s a year more for their drugs. He cut transit aid for seniors and people with disabilities by over $9 million. He freezes family care and breaks the promise originally made in long-term care. Family care provides services that allow seniors to remain in their homes and community. This will result in only one thing. That freeze will mean that the waiting list will grow and seniors will be served in nursing homes at a much higher cost.
Oregon, I told him I'd bring it back home. So 1, 2, 3. Banks get bailed out, people get sold out. Banks get bailed out, people get sold out.
Wisconsin's democracy has values. It values working families. It values those in seniors, those who are poor, those who need our assistance, and it protects them. It gives workers a voice in their workplace.
We are here to fight for those who can't be here. We are here to stand with Wisconsin for those who cannot stand here. And that is why I'm standing with Wisconsin, because we are finally getting it.
So to beat this budget, we need to not only act politically and recall those Republican senators, recall Walker in next year as soon as we can. We need to remind Walker that unionism is alive in Wisconsin. I am proud to say that yesterday, faculty at UW Green Bay voted to organize and vote no-way consent. 90% voted for joining a union. That's impressive.
We're back.